We got an interesting guest here today. A clairvoyant. Is that still what we call you people?
Yeah, I would say I'm a psychic medium.
Okay.
So I have clairvoyance, so I can see into the future. But I also am clairaudient, so I hear things. I'm clairsentient, so I feel things. So I'm lucky. I get to experience all the signs that come through. So yeah, a psychic medium. I call myself. So I'm a blend of everything. Plus I'm a medium, so I get to bring through loved ones who have passed. So I get to connect with them and bring them through. So yeah.
Huh. The package deal.
The package deal.
So it's Natalie Miles we have with us today. We were talking a little bit before the interview, and I don't even know where to start. It's so interesting. You've just recently started on this new path where you're following your heart's journey. And so you've quit sort of the 9-to-5 job and you're doing this full time, and it really sort of hits me in the feels because I'm at a cusp also. You know, I would love to do more of this kind of thing and produce more sort of energetically positive events and things like that. But I'm still not quite at the point where I'm ready to stop the 9-to-5 job. But I understand. And so I would like to start by you kind of giving us an idea of how did that transition happen between, well, I can't leave my job, or I'm not ready to leave my job, to the point where you realized, okay, this is the time today. Was there a point?
Yeah, that was a really big point. Spirit basically, the signs were just too large and too loud for me to ignore. And for me, it was that leap of faith and letting go of fear that was so scary. I was like, I can't do this. This is crazy. Why on earth am I going to be being a psychic medium full time? So the lead up to that was last March 2016. I got let go from a full-time job in film. So I used to work in film full-time for 10 years, and something wasn't right. It wasn't sitting with me, and I was too scared to make a decision and leave the job. So Spirit, Universe intervened and were like, well, we're gonna take it away from you because you won't make a decision. So I was let go from a job. At the time it was really tough, really difficult, but it allowed me to work out what I really wanted to do and where my passions were. So I started to do my readings part-time, as I decided that I just knew that I needed to be doing it, and I basically got my brand together, built my website and started everything and got everything up and running. But there was still that fear factor involved, so I was doing my film work as well. So I was basically freelancing, doing the film work and the readings side by side. But what happened was the film work took over. So it was back working crazy hours, 18 hours a day, 6-7 days a week, and not having enough time to do the readings. So Spirit, as they do, intervened again, and something wasn't sitting right, and I got offered to work full-time, not in Vancouver, and make a move to Nelson to work on a film. And I was like, this doesn't sit right with me. The feelings were just too strong. My internal radar system was like a warning sign going off. My whole body just kind of shriveled and revolted, and it was just like, this doesn't feel right. And I meditated and sat with my guides, and they were like, it's time, Nat, like, are we gonna do this for real now? Are we gonna do it? So that's what I did. I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I am gonna quit film. I'm gonna quit my 10-year career, and I'm gonna do this full time. And since then, it has been absolutely amazing. My business has really taken off, and I'm on the radio giving listeners live readings on the radio. I have a great client base. I'm holding workshops and events, and to think that I've made the changes it's been phenomenal. If there's one piece of advice that I'd give anyone, it would be take the leap of faith. If you're being called up by spirit to do what you're supposed to be doing, take that leap of faith and let go of the fear, because you've been called up right now for your to fulfill a soul contract. All the light workers are being called up right now because the universe and the planet needs it. So we've all come here with a soul contract that we've agreed on before being born onto this planet. We've been agreed that we're going to all be here right now at this time, and that's why everyone's feeling like this need to be called up and, you know, to find their authentic self and to do what they're supposed to be doing. It's because it's like we have been activated recently. Since 2012 we've been activated that we need to be doing what we're doing, and it's so important to listen to the calling, listen to it.
I think a lot of times people find it hard to believe that they're an integral part of the solution, and they just think, oh, someone else way more talented than me or way more connected to spirit than me should do this. I don't know, you know. And I try to tell people myself, you know, just whatever it is that you do is needed, or you wouldn't be here. There's no, you know, I've always told people, if I was meant to have this physical experience by myself, I'd be the only one on the planet, you know, but I'm not. And we're all in this together, and we all have a little piece to put in. And one person missing, it might just be enough to not sort of let ascension happen that a little sooner. And so why not? You know, why not? You'll be more happy anyway, right?
I completely agree. And in the end, we're all on this planet to be happy, to have joy. And that's the thing. It's like we are supposed to be here to follow our passions and follow our dreams, and we get kind of sidelined and sidetracked by society constraints of thinking what we should have or what we should be like. And it's that sudden realization of that you just have to be you, and we all have the power and the potential to have that ripple effect. So we are that drop that once it gets dropped onto the water, we can all make an impact, and everyone needs to feel and realize that they can make that impact. So that's why it's important to call up all the light workers, because everyone has a chance to make the impact and make the world a better place. And in the end, that's what we need right now.
Yeah, it's I can feel it. I can just feel the energy changing, you know, over the last few years. And I'm not always paying attention to it, you know, I'm just living my life. I got bills to pay, and I'm get up in the morning and I do my thing. But I was mentioning to you also, you know, just the last 4 or 5 days, it's been, you know, hard to ignore that there's something going on for me anyway, and I'm assuming for everyone. And it was tough. I didn't want to get out of the house, didn't want to do anything. It's not like me normally to be that way. So, yeah, I don't judge it. I don't even try to define it. I just, okay. It's, you know, there's a purpose. And this is the thing. There's a purpose to everyone being here. There's a purpose to up days and down days. And it's okay. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, completely. And you mentioned the ascension. So yeah, the last couple of weeks in April have been really tough, mainly because there's a big shift of energy going on, but we're also being asked to like face our deepest, darkest fears, constraints, things holding us back. It's about those past soul binds and contracts that we are so used to living our life by, that we're being made to face them, and so we can shed our fears and move forward, which is why April feels so sticky and heavy. And I do a daily upgrade message where I share a message of the day with everyone, and the theme has been like kind of letting go of the past. And there's been a lot of work going on with our heart centers right now. There's been a lot of heart heaviness as we kind of peel back those layers towards this ascension, and there's going to be a real big shift of energy come May 1st. So May 1st is a really pivotal time. There's going to be a lot of changes going on, and people are going to notice and see this big shift as we like step forward into the ascension process. But that's why April has been so hard on us all.
We should say 2017.
Yes, 2017. Did I say 2016?
No, we didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, May 2017. Yeah, May 2017 is really, there's a big shift going to happen. So we are all going to have a lot more energy because there is the heaviness right now. And this is all to do with facing the past, but also as spirit upgrade us. So my business is called the Psychic Upgrade. Mainly I use that word because I feel like we're all upgrading daily. We all have the opportunity to upgrade daily, like computers, like our iPhones. We have the power to upgrade, and spirit works with us daily to upgrade ourselves. And that's what's happening right now as we approach the ascension. We are being upgraded. So if you're not sleeping very well, or there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment while we're sleeping with dreams and our body shifts that is then impacting our daily lives. So message right now is go slow until May 1st, and you're going to really notice some shifts.
Good advice.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in how you know, when you first realized that you had these skills, and was it something that was accepted in your family, or was it a little tough? I've heard stories of people with you know, heightened skills where the family was not, you know, happy about.
My family have been really supportive, which is amazing. My mum and sister are psychics. They don't do it full time. They don't work with it, but they are psychic and have psychic skills. So I've kind of grown up around that. And although it wasn't like public knowledge to like the wider family or friends, it was just something that we kind of experienced and knew about. So
well, they know it now.
They definitely do. And it's everyone was like, oh well, we always wondered, you were always a little bit weird. So it all kind of makes sense now.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of growing up, I think I've got memories of being aged 5 and trying to work out what this world was all about. And I'd always had lucid dreams from a very young age, being able to stop and start and change them and mix them all up, and astral travel. I used to go to lots of crazy places, and I just thought that was normal. I just thought that's what everyone did in their dreams. And I remember sharing some dreams with some friends, and I think they thought I was crazy. There was another time we did a Ouija board at school, and I got told that I was moving the board, and I was like, it wasn't me. And so that was an experience where I got kind of blamed for making the board spell out things, and that I was forcing it when I wasn't. So that was an interesting eye-opener. But did
the children at school, did they feel something?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. There was it was one of those childhood things where there's an intrigue around it, and it was in a school lunchtime in a classroom, and we did it for, you know, let's do a Ouija board, and everyone did it, and it started to spell things out, and it actually started to spell words out, and it was moving around the board really fast, and no one was really touching the cup, and it was properly moving. And I got the Natalie, stop pushing it, and I was like, I'm not doing that, but it was spelling things out properly. So that was the first kind of like, you know, wake up call, I think, around a social, kind of that age group thing where it's a little bit kind of weird.